Let's go.
Hello,
We're here
everybody. This is
with Walter Franks and Kodak Theater Renaissance Hotel. Walter Franks, you're here with Music Inner City.
right.
Welcome, Mr. Franks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here on Music Inner City. I know that you guys are doing great things up there in Seattle, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming out and letting us capture you in this interview.
For sure.
So you want to tell us about this new TV series that's supposed to be hot, up and coming, very controversial?
Yeah, man. This is P247. It's called Pimp 24/7. The name was actually designed to shock the world when they see it. You know what I mean? If you can only imagine. Next on Showtime. Next on HBO. It's Pimp 24/7 at 8 o'clock. Home at 8:30. You know what I mean? It's a show that's gonna shock the world, man. I don't think the world ready for it, man. And we're gonna innovate the scene and really kind of expose the world to something they've been very afraid to discuss. But it's gonna be privately shown in their own living room, so I think people are gonna tune in, man. And it's gonna be a major hit.
So basically, what is the show about?
Well, it's about a guy, you know, a seemingly normal guy. He lives in the suburbs, drives nice cars. He donates to foundations. He donates to the police department. You know, he lives somewhat of a structured life. He's got a nephew. He's got a family. And but yet, when you pull the curtain back, when you pull the layers back, this guy is actually a pimp. How does he have his affluence? How did he gain his affluence? How did he gain his money? You'll never know just from looking for this guy. It's kind of a quintessential story of not being able to judge a book by its cover. And this is going to be that story where you will see a guy that lives somewhat of a normal life. But when you peel those layers back, man, this guy's a ruthless. I wouldn't say he's a cold-hearted, but he can be if need be. But when you see him, you know, if you want to like dramatize the statement and make it somewhat of a derogatory thing, he's like a pimp. You know, a guy who's walked the walk. He's walked on the sidewalks. He's sold women from street corners, but he's actually elevated himself from that stature to actual businessman. And that's going to be something I think that's going to like pretty much make the show, give the show viewability. You know what I mean? People will be able to watch the show and not be prejudiced to the thought of this man and what he does from day to day. So it's kind of like a scaled down version of just enough that people can actually stomach what they see. It's not going to be a gritty scene of a man selling a girl's ass on the street. This is actually the afterlife of a life that he actually shared or that he actually lived. And you'll be able to experience his past and his present experiences through this show. It's going to be fabulous.
So what role are you playing in the show?
I play a character named Charlie Soft. Charlie Soft is a guy who's, in some instances, like Angel, who's the star character of this show. He's somewhat like Angel, but he's a guy that makes his money from being on that sidewalk. He makes his money from selling his woman and selling his women, and he actually gets some sort of inbred just fervor, some kind of inbred like fever from being in the grind, from being in the jungle of it all, and actually being able to stand amongst other pimps and being successful. You know, just like myself, he wears a lot of flashy jewelry. I used a lot of my own jewelry for the character, and which you know as a pimp, you know, being a pimp is probably, I would say, about 50% persona and 50% of what a person is able to exude and show. And a lot of times people get caught up, just like in Hollywood. You drive up in a nice car, you wear nice clothes, you wear nice jewelry, and people automatically assume something about you. They see success on you, and Charlie Soft's that guy. He likes being amongst other people that are probably less fortunate than him, so he cannot necessarily, be a braggart, or a braggadocious type of person, but he likes to appear successful amongst other successful people. So he'll probably never be a guy that like rises beyond the track, as they call it. The track is where the women walk up and down and catch the tricks, as they call it, the guys that buy the pussy. You know, he's a guy that likes to walk that track. He's the guy that likes to go to the barbershop and show his jewelry, get his hair cut, talk to other guys, and talk stories about about his life out there in the street. And he's somewhat of a funny character. It brings a little bit of a comic relief, but then also too, he can switch it on you in a dime. So you see a lot of Angel characteristics in Charlie Soft, but yet Charlie Soft is still a guy that enjoys everything that Angel has matured from.
So how did you like playing a pimp? Think you could ever be a pimp?
Well, man, I don't think I could ever actually be one, but I can definitely play one on TV.
So who's some of the other actors in this show?
Oh, you have Gary Sturgis from Tyler Perry Projects. You have, you've seen him in a few things there. You have Scruncho, up-and-coming comedian. He's getting a great following. You have Antoine Tanner from One Tree Hill, and he's co-starred with many big names that are out there. Sam Jackson, DMX, the rapper. You have Tommy Davidson from In Living Color. So you have a great little cast here of people that have made their way in the business of entertainment, and they're making great strides in the entertainment business, and they make for an interesting cast. These people are going to be people that you're going to look forward to seeing every week. They're interesting faces. Some of them are interestingly ugly. So it gives you an opportunity to really like peer into a character and then have a familiar face portraying it for you. So the show has a lot of celebrity appeal. The show has great content. It has great reality-based scripts. It's scripted, of course, because of the show, but it has a lot of reality-based scripting, and it's going to be a great show to enjoy, man, because it's definitely just going to be a very revolutionary stance that Showtime or HBO will be making to actually show this show.
Why do you think there's not a lot of black crime dramas or black dramas, period, on
it's
TV?
Too real, man. It's too real, man. It's just way too real. It's the news that people watch. It is the stories they read in the newspapers, and it's the blogs they read on the internet. And when it comes to life, albeit still on the screen on TV, it's still reality, and it's still a reality that a lot of people can't really stomach.
So how do you feel that this show will rank among other white crime drama shows?
Man, I think it's going to be number one, because as you know, anything black is a ratings bonanza. Anytime Jerry Springer or back in the day Geraldo or even Oprah Winfrey, if ever anybody needed some ratings hikes, they would always put black people on their show, and people will watch. People are going to turn out in Obama numbers to watch this show, because everybody likes to talk down about things that other people talk down about, so they can be a part of something that's a populace. But see, this show is going to be something that will be shown in the privacy of someone's home, so they can turn it on or turn it off. But just like Howard Stern, just like any other people that people love to hate, they watch things that they love to hate. And pimping and hoeing is something that people fear the most. That they fear that their daughters will become hoes, and other parents fear that their sons will become pimps.
So you think America's ready for a shot of reality? I mean, because there's a lot of pimp hoe stories going on in the media. Governors getting caught with hookers. Craigslist is a big media bonanza, or should I say,
Man, I think
Craigslist
that should be one of the shows,
has
man.
got a lot of recognition about, women working on the internet.
Man, this thing is gonna explode because you know what? It's kind of like the type of reality that people need. It's scripted reality. The news is a reality show all itself. Like everything you just named is true reality, is real reality. But this is going to be scripted reality. We're going to give it to you piece by piece. We're not going to hit you over the head with Governor Maynard is caught again with spending his expense account on whores in Seattle. You know what I mean? We ain't going to give it to you like that. We're going to give it to you like you're used to seeing it on TV, but we're going to give it to you in an intellectual and a scripted manner so that they can stomach enough. It's almost like, how you cut a peel in half because somebody can't swallow the whole one at the same time. We're going to cut your peel in half and let you be able to swallow it and get the same effects as you would if you took a whole one. But when you take the whole one on the season finale, you're going to want another bite, baby.
All right, well, Walter Franks, a.k.a. Charlie Soft, we're looking forward to definitely seeing this and seeing you more on the screen and doing your thing and see how many hoes you can come up with. You think that, do you think in any of the episodes you still one of
man. One of my bitches calling right now.
Still one of Angel's hoes?
Say, bitch, you gonna come over here and catch a nigga watch? Like I see one right now. All right, bitch. All right, later.
So that was Charlie Soft.
Coming right now.
That was Charlie Soft in character, but he might be really pimping on the side because he had a bitch call him, and I don't know how she got the number down here.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? This is a Renaissance phone, nigga. Renaissance. Say what, bitch? You don't have my money by 7:30, bitch. I'm gonna whoop your ass off.
Yeah, we definitely looking forward to seeing more of you, Charlie Soft, doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? Look like you gonna have a heavy hand in the show.
Well, yeah,
you gonna be writing any of the future episodes with the writers? Because we're very aware that you're a talented writer and that wrote for BET in the past and had your own show.
But of course, man, I'm going to write probably plenty of those episodes, you see, because, a person can live so much life, the creator, of course, has lived
most of the life that'll play itself out on this particular show, but, beyond that, the dramatization is going to be fabulous, and that's what I'm good at. So, yes, of course, to answer your question, yes, I'll be there, and I'll write a few episodes, and we're actually writing on that right now. We have 3 more episodes ready to shoot, and we need 2 more to make our 6th order buy. So to answer your question, yes.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Looking forward to coming on the set, doing the red carpet thing with you, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, man. I enjoyed Music City, Music Inner City. Tell me the name of your show again so I can get it right.
Music Inner City.
I enjoy myself on Music Inner City for Seattle. This is Walter Franks, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Peace.